Well, good morning folks, and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal here in Ireland, and a beautiful morning again today, thank God. Now, don't seem to be any new Diabolicals coming out of the Telegraph, so I'm going back to the archives. I'm going back to a year ago, and this is number 5746 of the 21st of January 2022. And let's see what they have to offer us on that day a year ago. And okay, those of you who haven't been on the channel before, what we do first, I'm going to divide it into two parts, part one and part two. Part one is the basics that everybody should know when they're trying to do a puzzle, and then part two will have some advanced technique, maybe an X-wing or a chain or something like that that's needed then to finish off the puzzle. Now, I'm not an expert at this by any means. I have a habit of making mistakes, so if you find any, be sure and add them in the comments down below. Right then, let us go on here. This software I'm using is Sven's Sudoku pad, and I found it very good for getting the uniques and putting in any Snyder pairs. So on the ones, well, we can see, for example, we can't have a 1 along here, we can't have a 1 along here, and similarly here, so we're going to put in the Snyder pairs there for the 1. Let's check again on the ones. And that's all we get on the one. So on now to the twos. So we just go through all the numbers like, oh. Well, that's not very good. There's one of them there. Threes. Well, again, can't be there, can't be there. So it's going to be down here where we have our Snyder threes there. And similarly going down here. We can't. There's three of them there. So that don't help us. And that's all we can get on the threes. On the fours, nothing there, I'm afraid. Well, we can get 2 down here for starters, but I think we can do better than that. Can't be there, can't be there here, so we're going to have our 2 5s there. And that's it for our 5s. On to 6. Oh, a lot of 6s there. And we get our 2 here. And that'll give our first unique. We can't have anything here, here, or here, so we put a 6 in there, a unique 6, and this is where the Snyders come in very handy, because we know if that's a 6, then this one must be a 5, and a 5, so we got 2 for the price of 1 there. And there'll be another Snyders down here because we can't have anything there, there, or there, so that gives us our, we're doing 6s at the moment, I think. Yes. And just goes to show I'm asleep today, same as every other day. Can't have a 6 up there because of this 6 here. So that's a unique 6 up there as well. And that's going to give another unique down here because we can't have it here, here, or here. And we have a unique in there. Oh, 6 is being a treasure trove, isn't it? We can't have the 6 here now, which means this one down here is going to be the 6. Isn't it going together? Maybe it's going together too well. Have I made a mistake somewhere? There are all the 9 6s in, and I'm just going to go back to the 5 since that came in there, and it'll give us a pair up here. That's all we can do with the 5s. We did the 6. We go up to the 7. Well, that's unique. Can't be here. Can't be here. So we're going to have a unique 7 in there. That's all we can do on the 7s. No, it's not. It can't be there, it can't be there, so it'll either be here or here. And that helps us as well because we go back now looking at the 7s. This is known as a pointing pair, which means we have 2 7s in there, so we can't have a 7 up here or down here. So we can't have a 7 there or there, which means we get a unique 7 in here. And now we're going to get another unique 7 over here. This is looking ridiculously simple at the moment, which is a bad sign. Can't be down there, can't be over here, so we have our Snyder pair in here. Okay, that's all the 7s. The 8s. Well, we're going to have 2 here. And we get anything else? We do actually, because can't have it there, which means we get 2 over here. Snyder pairs. Now, if you haven't come across a thing called a double, there are down in the comments you'll see a whole load of tutorials. Have a look in there for a tutorial on doubles and triples, and that's what this is. And what we're showing here is it is a double inside in the house, and it's also a double on the row, and it means you can't have any other 1s or 8s either on the row or in the house. They become very, very useful later on. Okay, on to the 9s. And we're going to get 1 here because we can't be there, we can't be there. So it's going to be here or here. We have our Snyder 9. And I think that is all we can do in the 9s. Now at this stage, having gone through it once, this is iterative. You have to just keep on going around until you can't find any more. And it is very important to do that at this stage, because at a later stage, it reduces the number of possibles that you're trying to eliminate. So, spend time on this. It's well worth it. Okay, on to the 2s. Where do I have a 2? Oh, there was only the 1 2, wasn't there? Yeah. That will be the one that's going to give us a lot of problems later on. And the 3s, I think, as well, could be. Well, now, we can't have a 3 here. We can't have a 3 here. We now have a unique 3 coming in there. And because of the Snyders, we know that we also have a unique 7 in there. So there's going to be a 7 here as well. And we're left now with a double. There's only 2 cells left, and that will have to be a double. So we might as well stick that in now. 1, we don't have a 2. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we don't have a 9. So that now is a double purely for the house. It doesn't have anything to do with rows or columns. Right, we have a house nearly finished. That was good going. And what we do? We're doing 3s, weren't we? 3s. What else can we say about the 3? Well, coming down this way, can't have a 3 here, can't have a 3 here. So 3 is going to be here or here, giving us another double. I like these doubles that are aligned either on rows or on columns. By the way, I used the orange for the columns. And where's my... something didn't work there. Where was I? We're doing 3s. 3. And we get ones over here as well. Okay, that's all the 3s done. 4s. Oh God, we only have 2 4s. That will be a difficult one, won't it? 5s. No change there. 6s. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have them all. 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing 2 7s, and they will be coming in. Well, we can't have it there. We can't have it there. We can't have it here. So we're going to have 2 7s here. Yep, that's it on the 7s, 8s, and 9s. Right, that is our first run through it, and it is not coming out as well as I would have hoped. It was looking good there for a while, but we've got a little bit of work to do now. We've found the simple ones, which are the ones that you can basically see of Snyders and uniques. We want to start looking now to see if there's any hidden uniques anywhere. Because, as I said, it's important to get this bit out of the way first before we go on to the more advanced ones. Now, I was looking at it there, and I noticed I have left out one. Look, the 5s. Well, we can't have a 5 over here, and we can't have a 5 down here. So a unique 5 goes in there. Now, and that then will probably give us a 5 somewhere else. Well, we can't have a 5 there or there. So another unique 5 in here. And we have all the 5s now. Oh, that means that one can't be a 5. And this one here must be our 5. Do we have all the 5s in now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't have a 5 there. Or the, whatever it is. And we must have the 5 down there. Well, now, wasn't I lucky that I spotted that in time before I went off? wasted time. I wondered, have I missed any other ones now at this stage? Let me have another quick go around and see what else have I missed out. Now it is important when you think you have everything done, go back and just check to be sure, to be sure, to be sure. So let's go back now on the ones. Oh, sure, here we go. We've got ones here. So a pair there of ones. And now when we do the ones, we can't have a 1 here, and we can't have a 1 up here either because of this pointing pair. So that'll give us 1s here. Okay. And again, can't have it there, so we're going to have 1s here. No, we can't have a 1 down there, or, well, I can't have them there anyway, so 2 1s here. Well, that was a nice bit of a treasure trove, wasn't it? Didn't get any uniques out of it, but couple of Snyders. Pro Roll 2. Oh, it'll be great when we pick up another 2 at some stage. 3s. And on the 4. Ah, well, here we go. Can't have a 4 here or here. We know we can't have them in here, so 4s are going to go here. I think we've all the 5s, have we? Yep. And how are we doing on the 6s? We've all the 6s, 7s, nearly. 8s. Oh, coming along. And where's our 9s? 9s. Well, actually, there we go. Those 2, we can't be in here, so there's going to be a diagonal Snyder there of 9s. Actually, that's nice. They line up here, the 9, 9. Could maybe there be something there in chains at a later stage in the next video. Okay, that's all we have now. You know, every time I think we're finished and I say we're finished, I remember something. The other thing I wanted to do was hidden singles or hidden uniques. So uniques that aren't quite obvious that we've missed. So far we've only been looking at houses. We didn't really look at the rows and the columns, and that's what you do now. So for example, if you look at this column, and this is probably the easiest way to do it, I'm just going to do this intersection here. What's missing here? We have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 3, we don't have 4, 5, or we do have 4, 5, 6, we have 7, and we don't have 8. So we're missing 2, 3, and 8. No, we have a 2 there. So we're just missing 3 and 8. But then if we look at the row, we already have a 3. So we can get rid of the 3, which means we're left with a unique 8 here. So we can put in an 8 there. It was a hidden 8, basically. What does that bring us? So the 8 coming down here, and nothing else. 8 coming across here, we still don't get anything. But if we look at this row here, I was looking at these earlier. Now here we have that one. So we've got 3 cells that are not completed yet. So what is missing here on this row? Again, we'll put it into the middle. So we have 1, we're missing 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're missing 8 and 9. So 2, 8, and 9. Now if we look at this one here, we have a 2, we have a 9, so we're left with an 8. And if we take that 8, okay, we'll put it in now first. The 8 goes in there. And that means we're left here now with a, what, a 2, 9? And we already have a 2, 9 over here. So we now have a double here on the row. So we colour that green for the row. Right, now with this 8, what else can we get? Well, we can't have an 8 there. So we're going to have a Snyder pair of 8s there. And I saw something else while I was doing this. Oh yes, 4s. We have pointing pair of 4s here, so we can't have 4s up there. Can't have 4s there, so the 4s for up here go over there in the left. And if we look at this 4 now, can't be over there, so we do actually have a Snyder pair there, which again are a pointing pair, so we can't have any 4s up there. Where are the 4s? Ah, that's all. I thought we'd be able to get in another pair of 4s up here, but we can't. Oh, we can. 4 across here, which means we can't have a 4 in here. So we're going to have 2 4s there. Right. Now, that I think is it. I don't know. I honestly don't think we can do any more. I think we genuinely have done enough. So it's time now to wrap up part 1 of this 2-part. Now part 2 is going to go into the more advanced parts of it, where we're going to look at something like maybe X-wings and the derivatives, or chains, or something like that. I'm not sure yet what's going to come up there. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Comments below. If you found any errors in my in my madness, please do make the comment down below and I'll try and fix it. What else is there? If you want to be notified when the next part 2 comes up, be sure and subscribe and click on the bell, and that will mean that you will be notified automatically when I upload it. And in the meantime, why don't you take what's here and see if you can finish it? Okay, so till we see you again, Slán Tamil.